All right, guys. Watch this video for Friday, August 10th. Last night, I wasted like 2.5, 3 hours of my life trying to switch out a Sun Pass to from the uh, portable ones with the suction cup to the actual mini sticker in my son's car. And I anyway, I like to think I'm fairly computer savvy because I spend my whole life on a computer, day trading and doing, running a website and running a chat room and all that. So, uh, anyway, the Sun Pass isn't registering for some reason. So, God knows what's going to happen there, what kind of bill I'm going to get in the mail for those. And then tonight, another good 3 hours trying to do YouTube Live. I thought it would be fun to build my watch list using YouTube Live and screen share, which, like a year ago, I did that. Not a watch list, but I just went on YouTube Live and literally clicked go live. And just like that, selected a chart, went live, was talking. Now, a year later, you have to download some encoding software or something, which I did, and it was glitchy as balls, and just that didn't work. So there was another 3 hours of my life. So I'm in a mood. Because I'm just, yeah, you ever feel like nothing works? You ever go through a phase where just nothing works? That's where I am right now. So, and that's a total of 5.5, 6 hours of my life I'll never get back. So I did a little Zoom meeting tonight. That just tweeted it out and gave everybody like 2 minutes to log in and built my watch list on Zoom for like 12 to 15 people, whatever it was, 10 to 15. I don't know. I never noticed how many people were in there, but anyway, it's not what I was anticipating because YouTube Live is pretty cool when it works. So any tips on YouTube Live, please shoot me an email because I would like to use that maybe once a week, maybe even have a drink or two, and then go live on YouTube and kind of walk through maybe the trading day, but also walk through how I build my watch list every night. So anyway, long story short, I'm aggravated, and I've got my watch list for tomorrow. So the SPY, you've got 3 narrow days, no volume. It's just stupid out there, and I've said that every day this week and probably many days last week. But just grinding the account higher. My account's still sitting at new highs for the year, but I'm not exactly killing it. So anyway, here's the list of stocks I'm going to watch for tomorrow. This HPR is way ahead of itself to the downside. It's a recent issue, you can tell. And certainly if it gets down near these recent lows, I love it for a potential bounce because it's gotten down there in a hurry. GSKY, kind of similar. Recent IPO that 3 nasty days in a row to new all-time lows. Absolutely worth watching for a bounce. HTGM actually has 2 equal tops. It's pretty interesting. 378 and 378 yesterday and today. Certainly over that. Might get a rip to 4. DDD, triple D. Same thing. You've got a big breakout yesterday. Topped out at 1870. And today, guess what? Topped out at 1870. Certainly looks good over that mark. CHKE. I was telling the folks that showed up in Zoom tonight, I watched this thing most of the day, and then in the last 5 minutes it does this, which, I wouldn't have made a killing on this, but I probably would have made a few $100 from here to here, but it did it in the last 5 minutes, which is always aggravating to me. Anyway, it goes back on watch for tomorrow because you had the big pop, then the gap up, a couple red days on declining volume, and a nice solid close today. So over today's high would be a break of 94, and then yesterday's high is 96. So it certainly might rip through a buck if it gets over that 2-day high. And who knows, maybe we test the high from a few sessions ago. So CHKE goes on long watch. LEDS, nice support here. Did a little pop, a little mini breakout attempt right here. Came right back down and then closed pretty strong today. Watch that for a potential long. WIN, big volume spike today and a pretty strong close. Might have a continuation tomorrow. AWX isn't very interesting. I mean, it's interesting in that it made this crazy move, came all the way back down, but in after hours it got up to like 440 and closed out at 409. So today's high was 339. So certainly a gap up tomorrow with this, crazy action back here. Absolutely worth watching tomorrow for a possible gap and go. Crazy stock though, so you want to be careful with that one. SBBP. Pretty whippy, but a strong day yesterday. Then today, another strong attempt, but ended up closing below its open. I don't know what to do with this thing, but if I can get a low risk setup, maybe a pullback into a buy zone, I'll be interested. BLNK had this nice 2-day run and is really just kind of flagging since then. Goes on long watch. CARV had this crazy move back here, basically round tripped, and then another crazy move. It might have a follow through day tomorrow. TAT, nice strong day with a fairly strong close. We'll look for a follow through there, a follow through day there. GLBS, strong volume, but closed in the middle of its range. I still think it's worth watching. I'm pretty sure this was on earnings, so we'll see if that one can give us a setup tomorrow. And then PMTS, nice little break out of a range today on strong volume with a strong close. So we'll watch that one. I'll add some gappers to the list as well in the pre-market. And between all that, hopefully we can get a decent setup. Remember, it's going to be a Friday in August and a very low volume trading time. So make sure you watch your position size. And there is no excuse to blow up your account in this environment. Trade small and don't try to get rich right now, right? Check the links down below for some good stuff, and I'll leave it at that. We'll see you guys tomorrow.